Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about why you should use Ubuntu. Okay, so first of all, Ubuntu is an operating system. Okay, it is free, so you can download and install for free. I strongly recommend that you check this out. So let's talk about why you should use Ubuntu for begin with. So many people use Ubuntu for educational purpose, like web servers. Okay, you can, let's say, you need to create some servers and you don't want to pay for a lot of Windows licenses. Okay, that will cost a lot of money, and you want to spend a lot of money in just creating a web server. So basically, what you do is to install Linux distributions on those computers. There will be no cost in that task, so this is a great reason. Another reason is that in this area of programming, a lot of stuff needs Linux to work fine. I personally use Ubuntu for programming in Python. I think it's one of the greatest things in Ubuntu. So let me show you how easy it is to start programming in Ubuntu. When you first install this operating system, you already have Ubuntu. You already have Python installed on your computer. So if you press or if you hold Ctrl Alt T keys, you open up the terminal. Okay, this is the terminal. And on Windows, you need to download and install Python. But on Ubuntu, you already have it installed on your computer. So if I type Python, I get this, which is the Python interactive interpreter. If I type Python 3, I get this 3.5.2 version of Python. So it is very awesome, as you can see. Also, when it comes to libraries, Windows is, excuse me, but Windows is a shit, for libraries in Python. They don't work well, and probably you need to install a lot of things for them to work. So here on Ubuntu, it's very easy to install new libraries. It's just like very fast and easy to install. Let me just show you how easy it is to do that. First of all, if you were working with Python 3, you usually do is to install, this is a command to install a new package or program, so the apt-get install. If you are using Python 3, you type Python 3. And one of the greatest things about Python is the package index manager, or something like that. So if you type Python 3 or I don't know the signal, it's like minus beep, and you press enter. I need to enter my password, and we type enter again. So this will install this package manager. So if I want to install a new library, which is very easy to do, I'm gonna type sudo, which is going to give me administrator privileges. Okay, pipe3, and this argument install plus the library name. So let's say request, which is very famous for HTTP, and press enter. This will install this library very quickly. Okay, I already have here, but it's like very easy. And Windows, sometimes this will not work. And also, for people who program Python 2, it's like on Windows, pip is very difficult to install. With Python 3, it's more easier, but like for Python 2 is very difficult to install on Windows. So let's talk a little bit more about Ubuntu. So Ubuntu is this awesome operating system. So what as you can see here, this is the default web browser which comes with Ubuntu. Here is my screen recorder, OBS, which also runs on Ubuntu. Let's search for programs here. So as you can see, there are a lot of programs already installed on this computer. As you can see, there are those web browsers, Opera, this text editor. Okay, so let's open the software manager, Ubuntu software, which gives you easy way to install new programs. As you can see, there is a lot of that's a lot of programs here. This LibreOffice. If you don't know LibreOffice is like the Microsoft Office version, which is open source, by the way. So here this program, which I know this program, but I don't think I use this anymore. So let's say you want to install a new program. How do you do that? So you came here on internet. Let's see if this is gonna load. I'm not sure. Okay, so I don't think that's gonna load, but there's a easier way to do that. Okay, let's say I want to install Clementine. I think I don't have it installed here. So how do you do that? First of all, you need to run the command sudo apt-get, which is going to install, okay, the argument install plus the name of the program. If I type here like VLC, I already have this installed on my computer, so I don't get nothing. But if I type something that I don't have, like let me say kget, which is a download manager, I get this whole information. Kget is based on, if I'm not wrong, KDE environment, so it needs to download a lot of things to work properly. But as you can see, it's very easy to do that. So if I install this, it's going to install all of this stuff. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff. But on Windows, if you install some program, it's not very efficient as on on Linux environments or Windows distributions. This is going to download 94,4 megabytes, and after this operation, 351 megabytes of additional disk space will be used. As you can see, it's very easy to install a new program. It's not that difficult if you know the name of the program, but also you can download .db files, which are files that you can just open up and install. If you are like on the school and you need to create PowerPoint presentations, and I don't know, maybe your computer crashes or something like that, and you don't have time to install or buy a new license of Windows, you can just install Linux and on a DVD and run without having to install it. Actually, you can use this operating system without have to install it. But like you don't have the ability to install new programs, you just can run some of the default programs, such as the LibreOffice. So like if I type here like LibreOffice and I open this, which is the LibreCock, I don't know how to say that, sorry. probably is calc or so or something like that. If you need to create Excel files, you can use this very easy on Ubuntu. Let me just insert some numbers here. It's like these two numbers and plus these numbers. I'm going to select this. I'm coming here, and you came here and insert chart, and you get this. Okay, so very easy to create a new chat, as you can see. Let me just as you can see, it's very easy to create a new graph, a new chart on LibreCalc. Okay, so probably you need this sometime. Let's see if this loaded. Okay, so now it's loaded. I have this Chromium web browser, which is based on, I don't know, maybe Google Chrome. Maybe Google Chrome is based on this web browser or vice versa, but I'm not sure. And if you came here, let's came here on development tools. We have all these different IDEs for programming, like Eclipse, MonoDevelop. If I get here on IDE, we have code blocks, which is for C++, Eclipse, which is for Java, Journey, which is one of my favorite IDEs for programming Python. Let's install this just for the sake of the explanation. Let's click install. It's gonna ask me for my password. So here type my password. Okay. So if I came here on, let's installed, I think it's this. Let's do updates. I have a lot of things to update, but I'm not gonna do this right now. So this version that I'm using is called 16.0.04, which is the LTS version, which has like support for a few years. So you can install this, and this I think is the most stable version, but I'm not sure. I think this version of Ubuntu is the most common nowadays. So I think it's installed. So let's open up this program. Which okay, so as you can see, I installed this program very fast. Of course, depends on your computer, or sorry, depends on your internet connection. But this program is very small when it comes to file size. So like, let's see what we have in video. I don't think it has loaded yet. Yeah, so I show you or I speak to you, I've spoken to you. What are the benefits of using this operating system? But as it turns out, I don't know, man. Like you can use this like in a dual boot. Like you can use this side by side with Windows just for learning programming. I think it's a good way to use this. But I have spoken too much. So I'm gonna finish here. If you like this video, you can give this video a big thumbs up. Okay. I'm gonna create some tutorials on several topics using Python. Probably I will use Ubuntu often more for an environment for programming. So thank you so much for watching this video. I see you later.